Hello, hello, hello. It the Vimbert, and I return with more furry war crimes. I noticed the game did update before I launched it, but I couldn't find any details on what changed, so I'm going to hope that my save is not broken. I would assume not, since the game, just launched. Yeah, Furry War Crimes, Dio. Hey, a Tail, hey, a HD, and welcome to everyone else watching. We are in pursuit of the good tank on the evil tank to rescue our friends from the edgy boy who is probably human somehow? Question mark? We'll see about that. Okay, that's right. I did do temporary data. We're here at the Palace of Silence, a place that I'm sure is completely fine and not ominous in any way whatsoever. And we begin our exciting journey with an intermission. We've got those old Burmans locked up in the storage room on the lower level for now. I hope they're not getting up to trouble in there. Maybe I should go check on them? Yeah, that seems like an excellent plan, Malt. Because frankly, I do not... They're like right next to the Soul Cannon Chamber. At the end of the last stream, we rescued Socks, unfortunately. But also Boron, which is great. And we pursued our tank to another floating island. And we rescued these furry Nazi scientist war criminals from the last game who apparently didn't die. Yeah, this guy! Yeah, unfortunately he survives, River. Sorry. Welcome.
Oh, is it visitation hours already? Goodness, the nerve of you all, imprisoning us this way. Don't you whippersnappers have any respect for your elders?
It's not like we can trust either of you. Can you really blame us? Operation Paperclip time. Oh, was it explicit? Okay, I guess it's been a little bit since I played.
Ah, this cold, damp air is doing a number on my arthritis. Ow, ow, oof. I never would have dared dream that my final resting place would be this overgrown broom closet. Oh, why couldn't I have met an honorable end befitting a soldier?
Nah, I didn't use the soul cannon. I don't think it's that bad in here. Oh, fine, we'll leave the door unlocked, okay? Malt. 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 Malt, buddy. We are taking you down the path of edge and resolution. We can't be doing stuff like this, dude. But don't think you have free run of the place. If you need something, make sure and ask one of us to.
Right, we get it. You've made the right decision, lad. Ho, ho, ho. Too easy. They really are just children, after all.
What's with that sinister look? Maybe we should leave the door locked after all. Hurry in Christ.
Oh, no. Perish the thought. I was simply pondering a way to repay your kindness.
Is that so?
We have a lifetime's worth of experience, wisdom, and information that may be of help to you. Consider us at your service.
Brahm and Stolen will present you with questions when speaking with them through the door during the intermission phase. Selecting the correct answer from the choices provided will give you experience points.
Now let's see if you can answer this question correctly.
What happens when all the enemy's weakness icons are destroyed? Next enemy turn is delayed.
Well, that's correct. Fluke or otherwise. Oh, all that matters is they're correct. Excellent work. Let's stop here for now. Come back later if you can spare the time for our fun quiz show. We'll see if we can fit you into our busy schedule.
Oh, it does give everyone experience, though, I guess. You both die of heart attacks, right? Okay, good. We got a harvest. What does everyone want to do? Guy talk, play with the Cluckin', girls only pajama party. Want to talk to Vanilla? Want to have some guy talk? Okay, like, everyone wants to play with Cluckin' and Moo Sheep, basically. Oh, was it only malt? I am blind. Um... Right, which character is under-leveled at this? Oh yeah, Chick. Chick is way behind because I keep leaving her on standby. But she is good, so I'll use her as the active character for a bit. To catch her up a little bit. Okay, so we need to play with the sheep and the chimkin. I will need both of these things. Eggs are more... I think milk is more useful in the short term. Oran, May, and Sheena feel great. Okay, that's a long way towards finishing up the, Okay, so, wait, if it's just fulfilling individual wishes, then I think if I have Socks and Hack talk, yeah, it only gets worse as the game goes on, River. So, Socks, you get to do something. That's not going to happen often. Because you both want to have some guy talk. Have those old guys been running away this whole time? No way! Oh yeah, and I wonder if they have the secret task in this game as well. Okay, let's see. Kyle wants to talk to Vanilla, which is good. We want people being friends with Vanilla so she doesn't go rogue or whatever it is she's gonna do to me. Bad if some characters don't have that much affinity with others, kind of focusing on... No, that's not bad. That's not a bad plan at all. Just sometimes you're not going to be able to keep the team together. There is one particular instance I would say it's bad, but that's a heavy spoiler. I can spoil that for the first game for you if you wish. Was that voice we heard about aboard the Teneris that of the one who took my father's life? And we have Social Link. DM me it later? Okay. I will make a note. Hey, you really sure you're the president's daughter, born and raised in Parisia? Well, I never. Might I ask why you deem it fit to make such an ill-mannered inquiry of me? I prefer Zelda. All I'm saying is, watching you fight out there, you don't exactly do it with much of a city girl flair. No children are prepared for conflict like this, no matter their upbringing. And of what importance is flair in battle anyway? Now what? Good point. You're right. Sorry for asking. Well, at least you know how to apologize. I suppose I can find it in myself to forgive you. You're far too kind, m'lady. You know, Kyle, I sense a certain Parisian air about you that Malt and the others lack. Ah, well, I live out in Petit Mona with them all now, but I used to live in Parisia myself. It was me. Sacrifice Kyle. He was being a doomer. No, Kyle's a good boy, though. Did you pick up the new Zelda tale? How is it? Did you now? What brought you to Petit Mona? Dad had business out that way. I'd rather not talk about that, though. Wouldn't want to ruin his reputation. Right. Sorry for prying. I never meant to offend. Oh, yeah, he does have that. Okay, bet. Jesus. I mean, any of the sacrifices is a horrible option, so... Nah, you're fine. Suppose I can find it in me to forgive you. Damn, that's impressive, Tail. I think the last game I was able to do that with was, like, the Advance Wars reboot, once I finally picked it up. I've sunk so many hours into that. Ah, how very kind of you. Almost have the both campaigns beaten. And we get a Link attack. Okay, I should do fruit planting anyway. So... Chick can take care of that. Sure, to my glasses. You're gonna be the worst doctor. The shame! The shame! Wants to plant fruit, so I assume specifically that would mean apples. Oh no, anyway. There's so many games to play, it's fair, Ever. Wait, actually, what do I need to cook? What do I need for cooking? Yeah, they separated them. It's nice. Ooh, I should probably do wheat. Because experience and affinity are both very good things, and I like to have those rolling at all times. The real war crime is that there are no lint rollers around. Supply chain issues, you see. There's just all this fur everywhere. Hey, anti-hero. And River, did you catch the other good part about the sequel compared to the original game? You can't fail a task. You can only crit a task. Which is something that I love. Okay. Now that, yes, we have accomplished the goal. First priority is to see if I can upgrade the tank at all. No. Wait, what am I... Oh, I need to upgrade the workshop first. Okay. And for that I need blueprints and more rough... Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about that. Trust me, I noticed. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Can I have my difficulty yet? Maybe I should see... Is there anything I can upgrade? The kitchen? No. Expand. I'd make an expand dong joke, but they're children. They're only here to experience the horrors of war. We can't... we can't have any of that in our good Christian war crimes game. Yeah, you know, it's America rules. Okay. So, I am trying to focus on getting everyone to be friends with Vanilla, at least a little bit. So... Let me have Boron, because Boron... Oh yeah! I haven't checked out the stats on my new recruits. May inflict smoke. Okay, inflicts chance of... Okay, Socks is crap, as always. Shell Festival, 3-hit attack on all enemies. Yum Yum Shot. Ooh, it's a lifesteal on KO. Normal attacks destroy... Okay, yeah, Boron is still incredible. Speaking of the boy... Alright, where is our spoiled little rich girl? I think she was up here?
Many ruins have been uncovered in this region.
Chance to deepen your bond. I've heard some people really argue that Socks is good if you really focus on status ailments, but that's not how I like to play. And besides, you usually get items that you can use for that, so eh.
There's much I must yet learn from watching all of you.
You're getting the hang of things.
I've improved my hand in the kitchen, at least. I had to have brought spare outfits with me.
Social link, go! That's such grass trainer energy, I swear it's good. They don't work half the time, it's true. Yeah, you get some skills later on some of the kiddos that help you to get some damage reduction. Notably, Sheena's ultimate skill can literally carry you through the game in the first game. That's why she's the best party member.
Boron, would you be so kind as to tell me of your hometown? I wish to know the various corners of Gasco better.
You mean Pachimona? Sure, I can tell you lots. Pachimona sure is on the outskirts, huh? But I never knew until we went off to war. Doesn't have some of the stuff other places might, but it's nice and quiet. It was a real peaceful place until the Burmans showed up.
The magic bitch, yes. The magic kitty.
Though I guess people did get awfully worked up when Malt's parents died. Actually, never mind. Let's just forget about that, okay? And please, don't ask Malt about it, okay?
Campfire Nation or Berman. Yeah. Berman with a B, though.
Yes, alright then. You speak with a much slower, more relaxed cadence than the people of Parisia. It's rather comforting. Do many in Petit Mona speak as you do?
Oh, not too many, I guess. Me and my family do, though.
The Botsy's from Botsy Bermany, exactly.
My, is that so?
Never really met many Parisians. Does everyone talk real fast?
Not much faster than I do, I imagine. Faster than you, perhaps.
And of course, I've been having her talk fast the whole time. Yeah, they're a lot better. Like, the Link events in the first game were just kind of a lot of the time.
Well, that's a relief. If they spoke any faster, I'm not sure I could even keep up.
Such a silly thing to worry over. You're an interesting character, Boron.
Is that a compliment?
Link attack acquired. Okay. Who do we work on you next? I also want to get Boron some more supports because going by the first game, he's probably going to be one of my better attackers. I really like him and May paired up because May can help to offset his absolutely god-awful speed. I did need to check some more XP anyway, so... And if anyone's curious why I'm doing this, there was a bit in the last stream where I got kind of a little bit of an ominous pop-up where it's basically they were like, hey, make sure you make friends with your new friends, like right after Vanilla joined the crew, and I was like, okay. So this could maybe lead to a bad ending where she goes rogue if I don't cozy up to her. So I'm trying to make sure she's friends with everyone at least a little. So, you know.
I never before had friends quite like all of you.
Chance to deepen your bond.
Will I ever get the revenge I seek?
Don't forget what's most important.
I tell myself I would never, but such is easier said than done. Now tell me, does my manner of enunciation cause distress?
Oh god. It's a girl talking to a girl. I apologize in advance.
Tell me some stories, Vanilla. I want to know about lots of things. Oh, such as what, perhaps? Hopefully something I can speak of. Tell me about girls in cities like Parisia, and the outfits they wear and stuff. A lovely topic. Something I just so happen to know a thing or two about, too. Though I must admit, I was often surrounded less by those in fancy dresses, and more by those in more modest, modern garb. What's the difference? Our outfits were far from flashy, more like uniforms than anything else, likely due to the status of my parents and sister. My sister went off to the officers' academy from a young age, never was one for frills with her clothing. Yeah, huh? But you, I imagine you would look lovely in an extravagant dress.
Vanilla Chick Peeps coming next Easter. That actually sounds kind of good. Though, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever eaten a peep. They've been, like, in my presence, but I don't think I've ever actually, like, put one in my mouth, bitten down, swallowed. Yeah, I don't think I've ever eaten a peep.
I want to wear one so bad.
Yes, she wants to wear a peep. You heard it here first. Okay, I also do need to do some cooking before I inevitably forget. I used to kid, but now I'm old. Yeah. I'm really sensitive to sugar these days, too, so I feel like that probably wouldn't end well. Assist. Highly successful. Material consumption have lessened. Bonus experience, bonus affinity. I always had these effects on in the first game, and it served me very well. Oh, look at May. She's just eating a jam paw bun. She's so cute. Take a bite just to say have. At this point, it's like, yeah, that's a life experience I'm missing. An essential part of being an American. Because I think they're, like, banned in a lot of other countries for, you know, being the awful, horrible sugar bombs they are. Okay, Socks. I guess I should have you become friends with Vanilla too. Yeah, or maybe I'm probably getting the. I know there are like a lot of sweets here that aren't allowed in other countries, because we allow a lot more like food additives and stuff than particularly the EU does, I think. But I don't know much about the topic.
One day I hope to help the people much the way my great father did. You know, the one who died. I'm going to get revenge on him, whether you're with me or not.
Chance to deepen your bond.
Tending to animals is far from my forte.
Need some help?
I would much appreciate it. Surely I will get better with time. I strive to live in a manner which brings no shame to my great father's name.
Wonder Ball. I'm pretty sure that's one of the candies that is banned elsewhere. Or wait, is it banned here? It's banned somewhere, because it's like that's the toy in the middle chocolate, right? Banned here. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Social Link, go! It's Vanilla and the worst character.
You know, Socks, I do not believe we have yet had the chance to converse one-to-one.
Anyway, here's Wonder Ball.
What? Yes? Is something the matter? Are you preoccupied at the moment?
No, I just,
Well, sorry to interrupt. Perhaps we might chat again when the time suits you.
okay.
Until then... I still cannot do it. Conversing with unfamiliar girls is still far too daunting. I thought I had overcome as much, but it would appear otherwise. Goodness, this is surely my doing.
Oh, okay. Kinder Surprise, that's right. Okay, so Socks is still, like, just absolutely a stereotypical nerd who cannot talk to girls. Riveting! Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot we didn't get. I'm not gonna be able to make Vanilla happy, because Dormitory is... Yeah, it costs 5 AP, and we're out of time. I can probably hook Malt up, though. Who should I deepen your social link with? You're pretty close with Chick.
Sure is cheerier now that we have more people on board.
Because I just like having social links with a lot of characters, because inevitably, I'm not going to be able to have the fire teams perfectly paired up.
It's been a whole year since we saw each other. Do I still look the same?
I guess you look a little more mature.
Really? Like how? Tell me more. Tell me more.
Maybe it's the longer hair. It looks good on you.
I knew you'd notice. You always kept an eye on me.
Of course I did. I'm the oldest here, so I have to look out for everyone. Oh no. No. Don't do this game.
But I bet you forgot you were supposed to invite me out to Petite Mona.
Stuff to test to see if it worked in a larger market. So discovering it's actually poison they kill less, it's a weird thing like Mountain Dew flavors come in. Oh. Huh. Oh, like we got it for a test before they... You know what? That I can believe. That I can believe. I feel like I saw like Code Red and Livewire, you know, out where I lived in the middle of nowhere way before I heard about it being like anywhere else. Oh shoot, I did promise that, didn't I? Sorry. Oh, and HD, there actually is a legit Oni-chan. Malt is the big brother of May, who is also on the crew.
Breaking promises is a big no-no. You better not forget next time.
I'll make it up to you, I swear.
Don't worry, I can't be mad after all those nice things you said.
Link attack acquired. Malt feels great. Only got a little bit left. Maybe I should... Maybe I can just do, like, scrap fishing? But the thing is, I don't really need anything that I'd be fishing up, so... Actually, I'm gonna focus on supports. Let me think. Who is gonna be... Oh, right. May and Boron. I just said that. Okay, so which of them needs experience more? Boron's level 6. May is level 7. Okay. There's the boy.
Don't be too mean to the old grandpas.
No, they deserve to have mean things said to them.
Let's hurry up and save everyone and go home.
Yeah, the Fuga 2 design for Malt is really good. It's nice. He looks a little more like main character-y. Chance to deepen your bond.
I want to be more fashionable.
Let's go shopping sometime.
You mean it? Yippee! Let's go soon!
Social link, go!
We're making so many friends before we go off to horribly murder people.
Though actually there's less murder of enemies, because in Fuga 1 you're explicitly fighting the enemy army, but here you're just fighting like a bunch of tanks that are being piloted autonomously by something, and then the tank full of your possessed friends. So far. I mean, if you think about it, the kids in the first game racked up a pretty big body count, even if you assume, like, each vehicle they took out was only manned by one Burman soldier. That's a lot of dead furries they left in their wake. Anyway.
Gee.
You're making me a bit uncomfortable staring at me like that.
Boron, remember when you said if I want to grow up fast, I need to eat a lot?
I do think I said eat as much as you can, yeah.
But I'm still not big like you.
I'm not sure you want to be as big as me. Have you been eating everything you're served, though?
I ate lots of paw buns. I love those.
It's not really an answer, but I like paw buns too.
They're really yummy. Not like vegetables. I don't really like those.
No, huh? But you have to keep a balanced diet and eat everything, you know? That's how you stay happy and healthy.
Okay, I'll try.
Link attack acquired. To war! Enough mucking around with friendship. Time to slaughter. Oh, new character features. Sox uses a grenade launcher that sucks. Great, good talk. Okay. So I need one cannon user. Probably not her. And then I need people on armor shredding duty. Does Kyle have a link attack with anyone else? Oh, yeah, he has really good luck, so this will turn him into or pretty good luck, so this will turn him into a crit machine. And still keep Vanilla in the fight. Yeah, okay. Let's go with this. Shred that armor, please. Hit him with the big gun. Shred that armor. I think I might want to defend, because its turn is next. Yeah, let me give that a try. Yeah, that still hurt a lot. Okay, and now we switch to just a full-on assault with everyone. HP with normal attack recovery is a good one. Oh, and then Sheena, because Sheena. That's fine. I'm leaving Vanilla in the back row a little bit more because she doesn't have, she doesn't have the mood boost, so she probably won't hit hero mode. Mess him up! Finish you. Ooh, that is not a lot of HP recovery. Okay. This could hurt. I need... Wait, what was the... Yeah, I need 2 yellow and a blue. Well, would you look at that? I got the squad ready to go. Oh, an earthquake actually might delay them both in one hit. I like that. Delicious. Oh, crap. I didn't look at the turn order. The floating one's gonna get a free shot, which is unfortunate. Oh well. That's not that bad. Ooh! They critting like mad. Do love that. Don't love all the damage we're taking. In fact, why don't I hit myself with a heal here? Feels weird to me to not have Sheena be able to heal with her skills. It was like one of the main roles I had for her in the first game. Okay, Arak's fine. Level up, level up, level up, level up. A better heal? Okay. Lullaby 2. Neat. 3-hit attack on an enemy and number of attack increased with consecutive use. Okay. That's pretty good. So Hack can just spam that in a boss fight and just like do 6 hits per attack if I've got the SP. That's awesome.
What was that? Surely not a weapon of the Burman Empire.
They're the ghosts that always show up whenever we catch up to the Daenerys.
It's a conflicting feeling witnessing these Burman tanks, naught but wreckage themselves, fire upon one of their own. Perhaps this is some form of new technology, just waiting to be harnessed. Oh, what I would give to take these findings back to the Empire.
Okay, I've been kind of meaning with, like, the Edge Malt answers, but this is objectively the correct choice. Like, do anything weird and we hand you over to the Gasco army right away. They're thinking they can get away with a little bit too much. They need to be clear where they stand here. I welcome the lurk. Thanks, man. Do anything weird and we hand you over to the Gasco army right away.
Oh, don't mind the feeble-minded ramblings of an old man. Boorish hooligan.
New character features. Boron uses a well-balanced cannon that is shell festival for attacking all enemies. Yeah, he's great. But I need him in the back row right now. When I actually need Sheena out there, so let me get Kyle. Yeah, okay. This works. Swift Shot, just because these things are like healers, right? Yeah, it doesn't attack, but will support ground enemy units. Yeah. Let's try and take him out quick. That just ignores armor, which is not that useful. Alright, I'm burning through my SP like there's no tomorrow, but damage feels really high this early in the game, so anything that makes fights a little safer feels worth it to me. To that end, I feel like I should actually bring out Boron and have him try a Shell Festival. Just to see if we can meme and take out people before they get the chance to do anything. Light him up, boy! Nice! Oh, and now they can't do anything. Because they have no one to heal. Oh, that's so good. So actually, I'm gonna do something real sweaty here. Gonna change it so... Yeah. Yeah, so hack is the active turn, so we can get some free SP recovery from Sheena's passive. We are going mega sweaty this turn. All for 1 SP. No damage received, only 7 turns. You could not ask for a better performance. Achievement unlocked, Conversationalist. This is a new icon. Okay, apparently it's nothing. Meanwhile, on the other giant tank...
Say, just what the hell happened to your world? What happened to the Venargand? The Venargand? We defeated it, in this tank no less. You've gotta be joking. You bunch defeated the Venargand? Heh, guess you weren't lying. There's a data module here that backs up your story. Are you one of the people, Jan mentioned? The ones who fought against the Venargand long ago? Jan? Ah, right, the AI operator of this tank. Long ago, huh? Feels funny to hear it put that way, but I guess quite a bit of time has passed. The world went to shambles in the age I come from. Guess that's when you furry punks stepped in and took over. I've been slumbering here in the Daenerys all this time. Well, why are you doing all of this? What is it you want?
Quick, Hannah. Call him out for his persecution.
Don't worry, you'll find out for yourself soon enough. What? You think the Daenerys is a force to be reckoned with? Just wait till you see the Belenos.
Oh, what was Britz's voice? Crap.
Belenos? How could it be comparable to the Daenerys? Could it be another tank? I still can't move a muscle. Guess I have no choice but to sit back and see where this goes.
If he's my next re-recruit, that'd be good. Britz was pretty useful. We never take the safe route, because Mama Vim didn't raise no goddamn coward. Okay, this one's easy. Just need grenade launchers, not named socks, to come out to the fore. Let's see, who do I have you pairing up with? Malt, that's right. And then... Sure. Well, nah, Moron for the memes. Doubt we'll even need him, really. Yep. Delicious. Ooh, and my formation's still locked. Sneaky. Floret? Oh my god, it hit! Okay. 2 machine gunners and a cannon. That I can do. This thing is about dead. There we go. This is gonna suck. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to delay the... Well, this phase of the battle's not off to a great start. Ow. Don't I have a... Now, I need to figure out how this repulse shot works, because a few characters have it. Does it just delay the enemy regardless of if they have symbols or not? This is a test. I'm doing science. Oh my god, it does! That's so good! What the fuck? Wow, that's nuts. Oh, no, wait. It got delayed because it has a red symbol. I know colors. Shut up. Okay, I need to... Basically, I need all my cannon users out. We just need to pour damage on this thing. Yeah, you've already got... no. Her and Kyle are not a particularly good pairing. And I want to keep Sheena out because she's best girl, so... Ooh. I could maybe wipe it out with this attack. I'm gonna risk it. Well, damn. And I was punished for it a bit. That's fine. Bust out the repair kit, we got time. Okay. May gets a heal. Okay. Didn't expect that. I would take my free things. Thank you. Ooh, blueprints, gas bottles. Those are things I need to expand facilities. Unknown trinket, old coin. This is interesting. Oh, Malt and the others received a sudden transmission from a familiar voice. Hey, tank kids, how you holding up? I know that voice. You're the man who got us an airship from Pharaoh. The one and only. You got good ears. I'm an entrepreneur. I got a new business going I thought you ought to know about. What sort? One where I make use of airships to help out traveling folks like yourselves. You should check it out. Select to call airship from the menu. What can I do with the airship? Now, this is business, see, so I'm ready to make investments. If you got stuff lying around you don't need, I'll buy it off you. Oh, mobile shop. Okay. Cool. Sell them valuables. Got a lot of iron scrap, but I think that's still useful. I don't think I actually have anything else I really want to sell. Pretty good on those. Don't really need any of them. Anything else for the farm? Nope, just meat. Which does up my attack. Nah. Here are the various services available when using airships. Ooh, supplies. Air raid. Just assassinate an enemy battle, okay. Or transport. This service moves the children's tank by airship. Aside from avoiding enemies, you may also move to a different route after passing the fork and obtain the rewards there. Oh, okay. Wait, why can't... This is a forbidden route. It cannot be chosen right now as it is highly dangerous. But why? You may be ready to challenge it after having completed the game once. Okay, so what do supplies cost? Blank waypoints on the route can be changed to recovery waypoints of your choice. Okay. Oh. Yeah, New Game Plus route is neat. I do really need SP. But I do see I've got SP coming. No, this will let me do the more dangerous route. Supplies. Powerful service. Destroys specified enemy waypoints by bombing. Oh, you can still get experience? Oh. Oh, that costs a lot. Supplies, motherfucker. Damn, so if I had 4,000 rings, I could bomb the route that they won't let me take. But, this is... Okay. Interesting. Oh, man, I wish I had the money to bomb that group of enemies, though. Oh, well. Unless I just go ultra sweaty, and I just sell off my everything I have. That feels like a bad decision. Yeah, even then it seems questionable. Energy cells do sell for a lot. That'd be 1,800, that'd be 750, that's like 2,250 right there. But money is also useful in towns. Nah. I think for now I use transport to go back so I can do the safe route for more XP. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. Transport. Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Anyway, thanks for lending me your ears. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye now.
Airship services can be used by stopping at a waypoint with the airship icon. Cool. The airship returns after dropping off the tank. So now I have to go the safe route, right? Oh, I could go the normal route, but there's nothing there. So this lets me get both routes. That's really cool. I like that a lot. How jaunty. Okay, I need a grenade launcher active. Let's keep building up them. And let's put May as active, because I'll need an armor shredder as well. Oh, I'm getting some SP anyway. Let me do a repulse shot to really knock him back on the order. I don't know how well that actually did. Alright, and now I swap out to Boron, so he can hopefully just destroy the little tank. Brilliant. This is so... I extremely did not expect a song like this to be battle music. I'm like, at a loss. Okay, now we just need to shred the rest of that armor. I made a Star Fox joke earlier. That airship can literally be Great Fox, we'll cover you. Close. Full power formation. Almost. That's a little bit expensive for just one fight, but I imagine as the game goes on, that's going to become more and more worth it. Plus, I do get this free stuff here. That alone made it worth it. Those supplies are really tough to get, so it seems. Now, can I use the airship? I can use the airship again? So this can just go on forever if I let it. Amazing. Amazing. I don't think there's much point to it, though. Ugh, that's not a lot of SP. But I'm still going the normal route. No coward, etc. Okay, just straight up grenade launchers. That requires using socks. Fine. Also, the only way to save myself from damage is to bust out an earthquake, attack 1. Oh no, I have to use Sheena. You can hear the despair in my voice. Oh no, I gotta use my favorite character. Oh no. Okay, and now to shove him to the back of the line where he belongs. Alright, get back in your locker, socks. I definitely received more than 7 damage. I guess it's just like a level of damage. Frag shot, attack on all enemies, okay. Seems a little underwhelming when, you know, Boron's attack exists, but okay. Oh, I should have let myself take the hit to... Regrets. I have them. Hero mode, double speed. Evil May is here to kill everyone. We love that for her. Alright, May, just shoot up that tank. Just shoot it up like a... Ooh, and they got... I think I want to save their link attack. Yeah, just shoot down one of these things. Or almost shoot them down. Okay. Oh, that worked! Well, that's a lovely surprise. Ooh, I can swap to Sheena right here and get in a quick and dirty grenade launcher hit. Not bad. Little damage. That's all. Hero mode is ended. Next. Okay. I want one of each, but I can't switch. Yet. Act right away after using a skill. Yes! This is the best. Okay, so let's do a Siphon Beam. This made Sheena really broken in the first game where she could heal, because you could just, like, cast, like, 4 heals in a row, and the game could do nothing to stop you. It was beautiful. I loved every minute of it. Okay, that thing needs to die. But so does this. Okay, I'll put you up front. Yeah, because that way she can shoot the thing. Wait, can I get... Yes, that does swap the order. Phenomenal. Ah, so close. But it wasted its turn, so I can sneak in a piercing shot. Take you out. Fortunately, it will get its burrow off. Oh, machine gunners still have 100% hit. That ain't bad. We can still put some work in on it. Oh god, 50%? Link attacks do always hit, but I don't think that's worth it. I trust in my ability to win a coin flip. I'm literally Vimber. Okay, nice. Oh, what's piercing shot? 4 hit attack. Okay. I kind of would rather that attack shred more armor, but alright. So Kyle's now the man to go to if I need armor destroyed. I don't remember what this icon means. NPCs?
Are you making your way to the port? I'm passing out coupons for the shops in town if you're interested. We hope that a little extra commerce will keep business at the port alive and well.
Ooh, I'll be shopping for materials because I'll be upgrading the workshop so I can upgrade the tank more.
Here, this coupon's good for a shop where you can get the materials you need. You can only use it at the port up ahead, so don't forget.
Neat.
Incoming transmission request from the Gasco Army. Shall I patch them through?
The Gasco Army. It must be Lieutenant Muscat. Come to think of it, I don't think we've made contact since we commandeered the Tarascus. Malt's like, we're war heroes. I don't need to care what the army says. Good thing you passed on our message so she doesn't think we stole to the tank to go joyriding, Vanilla. Wait, if you snuck aboard, then there was no one to tell her what we did. Oops. Did you really board the Tarascus at the same time we did? You didn't give her our message, did you? How could I have? If I hadn't jumped on right away, I would have been left behind. This is bad. Malt, I know you and the others are there. Answer me at once. Lieutenant Muscat, I'm so sorry we took the Tarascus without asking permission. I need you to return to Pharaoh immediately. You're all putting yourselves in extreme danger. Leave this matter to us adults in the military. Yeah, that went so well in the first game, didn't it? But you don't understand. There won't be time if we go back now. We have to keep going. And I need to avenge Father. Vanilla, what are you doing there? I gave Malt and the others express permission to use the Tarascus on behalf of the President. You did what? Over and out. Well then, shall we proceed? Sure. I'm sure there will be absolutely no consequences to our rash actions. Oh, they still have ruins expeditions? I hope they're less crappy this time. You found some mysterious ruins. In this world, ruins like this are hidden in various locations, and the children can be sent to explore them. By exploring the ruins, you can obtain various items, including materials to expand facilities. Yes, explore the ruins. Children sent to explore will gain experience. Failing an expedition will not result in children getting injured or a game over. Who do I want to get some more experience? Chick. Sheena. And, how about Bora? You can obtain various items here, but watch out for traps and other dangerous monsters. Fall into a dangerous situation, use your toy gun to overcome it. Remaining bullets for your toy gun is shown in the up left. Stock up on bullets so they don't run out. Children stuck in traps or attacked by monsters will become incapacitated and be replaced by another child. The expedition will end when all children are incapacitated and you will automatically return to the tank. Hidden treasure chests require a key. Try to obtain the treasure before finishing. Okay, these were more like puzzles than combat situations. But so far this seems pretty straightforward. Can I dodge that? I don't think I can dodge that. God! What is this? There's a fire crystal which can add a fire attribute to the toy gun. Toy gun can shoot burning shots. Deals additional fire damage to enemies, can also burn obstacles such as tree roots and ivy. Okay. They're at least adding some more stuff. Oh, but it takes 2 shots to... a little annoying. I need bullets to break those jars. Oh hey, lo and behold. We got the key. Okay. They're already, like, doing different things. So, maybe I have hope for these. These were kind of, like, my biggest complaint about the first game. How these expeditions went, because they just kind of became a chore. But this ain't bad. Wooden bench. I need that to upgrade scrap fishing. Got it all. S rank. Okay, another repulse shot. They're really passing that out to a lot of party members. You can get various valuables in the ruins. Valuables cannot be used, but can be exchanged for high value in shops. You will also obtain items for expanding facilities during intermission. There are various benefits to expanding facilities, so be sure to level up expandable facilities. That is, I think, mostly what I'll be doing in this intermission. Let's see, scrap fishing, guy talk, plant some fruit. Girl talk, plant some fruit. Vanilla keeps wanting to have a girls-only pajama party. Like, that's all she wants to do. Come on, girl. Okay, who is behind on experience that's not socks and could use a little catch-up? Vanilla, actually. I have been neglecting her just a little bit. Okay, definitely expand the workshop. This is of the utmost importance. If I can't upgrade the tank, I will die. Oh, it doesn't even cost AP. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. What an ominous aura. Oh yeah, let's have the happy fun time quiz.
No more quizzes now. Let us old men recuperate.
Okay. I need potting soil. Okay, I need more stuff for the animal shed as well. Can I expand the kitchen? Not quite. Dorm? No, right, that's what I need wool for. Still can't go up to the top floor. I assume that'll come soon. Oh, I need more pine wood. Okay. Well, anyway. First up, upgrading the armor. Stuff is hitting pretty hard. What am I short? Rusty coil, rusty cartridge. Short a lot for that. Oh damn, I could have bought some used batteries. Might need to fit some scrap fishing in, but... First of all, we gotta plant some fruit. And wheat. Okay, that's easy. Oh, hey, Hack wants to do scrap fishing. Perfect. I was planning on doing that anyway. May as well break out the good one. Assist. Was hoping for a used battery. Oh, Malt also wanted to do that. Okay. So I can still not... Just shy. Alas. Sheena wants to have some girl talk. Oh, I can knock out Kyle and Boron in 1 AP. That's easy. Those bourbon fogies best not be up to anything, you hear me? Socks is underleveled. Oh no! Anyway. Sheena wants to have some girl talk, so she can get closer with Vanilla, I think, because I'm still working on that project. I think I saw her up here.
I could feel the hatred coming from the Daenerys. A frightening feeling.
Want to sleep, want to have a girls-only pajama party. Well, I don't care about making Socks happy anyway. Would kind of like to have Vanilla in good shape, because she's got supports with basically everyone now, so... Yeah, alright. Then I can boost another girl... May? May. This is so much AP, though. Actually, no. No. It's too much. It's too much of an investment. Can't do it. I should cook. Actually, her having supports with almost everyone makes her well suited to these general tasks like upgrading in the workshop or cooking, because basically the entire crew has a chance of coming to help her and give me a crit success. Not like a great chance, mind you, but... Let's see. Yeah, she's like the crit demon. Increases damage, increases speed. Could just go with her and Malt. That might have more of a bearing on it if I need a high support with her to, like, avoid a bad ending, so... Sure. Who is that aboard the Daenerys? We need to keep pushing. We can save them. Also, it lets me just read things in my natural voice and be lazy for a little bit. Chance to deepen your bond. Hard to believe how peaceful it was after the war.
Let's win that peace back.
Yeah, no time to reminisce, is there? Okay, I did get her a level. Where can I... Okay, we're working on the edge gauge. I would like to get the next rank. I haven't had either of these trigger. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I should do the animals as well. Or tend to the animals. You know what I mean. Let me harvest wool and feathers so I can get those for expanding the dorm. Okay, I can't use it again. That makes sense. Use Kyle for some scrap fishing. Maybe get enough to upgrade the tank if I get very lucky. Not gonna hold my breath, though. Highly successful. Oh, use battery. Oh, that's so good. That's literally what I needed. Yes, upgrade the reactor, because I like to spam skills like there's no tomorrow. Okay. Ooh, that's many used batteries for the next one. Rusty coil, rusty cartridge. If I get lucky, maybe I can upgrade all the guns next intermission. Okay, that just kind of leaves... Yeah, let's just keep making vanilla and malt friends. I'd rather give my own life than lose any of my friends. I want to get us all back home together. That means Hannah, too. Well, it's like, oh yeah, and Brits, I guess. And back to the horrors of war. That's large. I've identified the ruins of a man-made structure in the distance, picking up the signature of the Teneris coming from within it.
Yes, this is most definitely where we hid out. It's quite a large structure, though. We didn't venture too far in. Something about the place perturbed us to no end.
The children piloted the Tarascus into the ancient, crumbling ruins of an age long past, drawing ever closer to the Teneris. Crusade Temple. Well, those are different. What are you? Its armor rank goes up each turn. Okay, that's going to be infuriating. I need full guns. Full guns now. Yeah, Shinon backup is fine. Might actually do a turn 1 shred armor and then a turn 2 just unleash their link attack. Because I'm really short on SP that I could use to bust out some skills on these fools. Oh, never mind. They're not that tough. Upgrade, level 2. Oh, as an armor to level 2. I see. Yeah, no, let's just try and kill these things fast. Very good. Okay, what do you do? High evasion, it's text, but it will charge and self-destruct. Oh, good. Okay. I need all 3 machine gunners on the front lines here. Oh, I could do link attack. Nah. I want to save some because I want to do the dangerous path. Because that is how you succeed. These enemies don't have knockback icons, I'm just noticing. Huh. SP recovery is going to be really good, though. I very need that. So I know I just said I want to save link attacks, but, well, I think there was an SP recovery coming up. Nah, let me see how bad these are. Oh, I get 2 whole turns for each one? That's fine. Oh, that's a short turn. Okay. I still think I can get it done. One more turn. One more turn. I think I get down one, and then I just guard through the explosion on the other. We'll see how bad this is. This is science. Oh! Yeah, that's nothing. That's like a regular attack from some of the tank ghosts we've been fighting. You had me all worked up, game. Sheesh. Empathy resolution event. Am I imagining things, or does this conflict seem rather prolonged? Well, that sure came out of nowhere. You think so? Everyone's doing the best they can, so this seems just about right to me. You're the one with battlefield experience, so I defer to you, but I do feel we could fight more effectively. Each of us could stand to train and improve as well. I wish we didn't need to learn how to fight, but beats getting hurt out there, I guess. Well, this is your second go-round wading into an active war zone in a giant tank. At this point, just accept that this is your life. Well, hey, since you seem so eager... Me? Why don't we hit the artillery for some training? Oh, well, I didn't mean to imply. No, so be it. This was my recommendation anyway. Let us be off, then. Reward. Okay. $100. And, of course, you know, we're banged up, so we're gonna take the safe... No, we're taking the normal route. Because I ain't no bitch. And naturally, we take the dangerous route. Bring it on. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, I'm into this battle theme. Its attack is slightly high. Fast moving with low HP. Got it. Grenade launchers a go-go. And boron for the memes. Because Socks isn't allowed to be a person. Also, I have a 100% hit chance against that thing anyway, so who cares? Let me defend before it does a hit. Excellent. Take him down. Two of these things at once is going to be annoying. Okay, Kyle is now my Supreme Armor Shredder. And then I just need 2 cannon boys, so... I go with this? I go with this. Might actually be worth it to up speed as well. Yeah, you know what? Go nuts, Boron. Delicious. that piercing shot. Nice. Okay. Got one down. Can defend through his attack. At this point, I just win on action economy. Like, even harder than I was. Oh, hey, I don't even need to... Okay. Yeah, I can just get vanilla out here. I don't even need to care about the armor that much when I deal this much damage anyway. Yeah, I might be placing too high a premium on shredding armor. Those guys are large. Attack 2500, HP 2100. Great. Okay, yeah, this calls for skills. Let's try and wipe out the small one. No crits, that's fine. No, I think I gotta ignore... Should have saved my link attack. It's fine. I'll take out the little one, and then I only have one enemy on the field to worry about. That's a good amount. Okay, get Kyle back out here. And my cannon boys. Good crit, good crit. Yeah. Yeah, I think I need to be defending before every time it attacks. Otherwise, that thing's just gonna deal way too much damage to me. Yeah, I'm taking 1300 on a guard. That's a little much. Okay, and now I can have Kyle be the one defending. That works. That does it for me. Come on, crit something. So close. Oh, that sounds bad. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit of pain. And or suffering. But I think I got it down this turn. Dangerous route? More like... okay, actually it was a little bit dangerous, but it's fine. Look at all those rewards. All the experience. Ooh, increases attack and luck, but slightly decreases accuracy. Rage. Neat. Free meat. Stuff for the guns. Boy, I'm in rough shape though. Hopefully I get a moment to like bring out a what? Oh, it's a metal slime version of the enemies I've been fighting. Okay, alright, sure, I'm game. Oh yeah, I can unleash the... Yeah. I just use Sheena's Link attack to hopefully wipe them all out in one go and get all those sweet, sweet rewards. Oh god, 50% for the machine gunners? That's rough. But unless I'm mistaken... Oh, Link attacks can miss. I'm going for it. got one. That's two. Alright, all I need is a... Oh, leader skill? That's pretty useful. Just force the enemy to miss. Big fan. But hey, got them all. No big deal. I am pretty banged up, but with more SP, I can use healing skills. And of course, we take the dangerous route. Oh, okay, there's only one. This is no big deal. I just need to get Hack out here, or Chick, so she can patch us up. How much is moderate? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We'll be fine with that. This is just one of the crappy little self-destructing enemies. So this battle's so free. This battle's incredibly free. I thought this was the dangerous path. Okay, self-destructing enemy and one of those evasive big shot guys. Okay, that's still not the worst. Take out this guy first. Easy. Then I think I do one armor shred, and then I just go full cannons. And just try and wipe it out before it gets a second turn. Because shredding the armor this early on is not giving me that big of returns, I've noticed, so I think I'm gonna start ignoring it. Unless it's like boss fights or, you know, sort of mini-bosses like that giant spider we fought earlier. Yeah, because I'm still doing like a decent chunk of damage. Yeah, I'm still gonna have it dead. Yeah, simple. That looks like trouble. Enhanced version. That's a lot of HP. Enhanced version, it will self-destruct after a certain period, and it probably actually has a good amount of attack, so... 60%. Does shred armor at the same time. I'm gonna try it. Damn. Okay. I just need all my machine gunners out here then. Kyle, do you have better support? Nah, luck is good on this thing. Or against this thing. See, Frenzy is probably going to be really good here. Because I can spam it. Yeah, let me give this a try. Ow. And the speed increase, that'll serve me well as well. Can probably only get away with that once, though. Because I need to spam Frenzy at this point. Yeah, I'm getting it down there. Okay. Okay, it's just now starting the countdown. I should have it dead fairly cleanly. Good. Okay, I'll give her... Actually, this thing has a lot of armor. I should shred all its armor before I start attacking, really. This is gonna suck. Yeah, that's a lot. If the HP drops, the risk of status ailments for the children increases. However, if the children are in a tight spot, the chance for them to enter hero mode increases. And now we at double speed. Ah, all my machine gunners are going hero mode when I don't need machine gunners. Sorry, kids. I do need Chick out here to toss us a heal, though. Let's see, what are your... Yeah, the high crit rate. Nah, I think I need to save my SP and just go nice and boring for the most part. There we go. Molt, front and center. And defend before it attacks. Okay, we got a good rhythm going. I'm still probably gonna have to defend against its hits a few times, but I think I can save the rest of my SP fairly safely here. Oh, 74 HP. Molt! Kill him! And this is why, friends, always choose the dangerous path. Look at those rewards. And I'll get a full heal before the boss anyway, so it's fine. Ooh, gas bottle. Whoa, gas bottle. Blam gam. No airship here. Be a little silly if there was, I suppose. Ah! The secret task. Is it the same as it was in the first game? Can I even do it at this point? I don't think I can. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Non-trinket is not what I need. Here it is. Achievement unlocked. Secret guard. Yep. She had to use the restroom. It's dumb. Upgrade the cannon, cook, guy talk, plant some veggies, girls only pajama party, want to sleep, I'm hungry. Socks, we can certainly expand a facility. He gets to do a thing. I can upgrade the kitchen. Excellent. Or the mess room. Whatever. What about the garden? Lack of garden space is becoming a problem. Okay. What else we got? Plant some veggies. Okay. We can plant some vegetables. Cabbage, and how about potatoes? I don't have any of those. Should also get the animals. Did we have anything related to that? No. So we'll go for wool and feathers, because I'll need those for the dorm. Malt wants to upgrade the cannon, and I know I don't need to use him to do this, but it feels right, you know? It's the cannon, it's his baby. Need a couple more. Like to be able to upgrade the rest of the guns, but oh well. Kyle wants to cook, and I should cook anyway. Gonna make an even better experience in Affinity up. Increases speed, increases attack. Probably need to do Steak Tartare and Parisian Flan. Perhaps. But of course, experience bonus is the most important thing. I just noticed Malt having a little coffee back there. He's like, there's nothing like a little bit of coffee before committing some war crimes. Hack wants to have some guy talk, which should be easy enough to pull off. Let's see. Could have him build up an affinity with his sister. But who would be a better support for him? Because he is... increases P, increases attack. Well, it would be a good one. Probably not gonna have machine gunners supporting machine gunners. Sucks. Yeah, how about Maul? Have a good word with the commander of the tank, who is somewhere. What am I even fit to protect, anyway? Anything you put your mind to. But not everything, that's the problem. Okay, also... I will grant the request for sleep, because we're going into a boss fight, and it makes sense to have everyone fully buffed. May and Vanilla. Have a nap. It'd be nice if I got a little bonus for doing everything the kids wanted to do, but oh well. I'll make do. Kyle's a little behind, so I think I'll have him cook again. Let's get that there attack bonus. Scrap fishing, there's a chance that I can get enough to... Ooh. What do I need for upgrades again? Because my dream is to get enough from scrap fishing to upgrade one of the guns. I need rusty cartridges or rusty coils. So I need level 2. Okay, let me try for it. Oh, rusty coils. That was the thing I needed. Okay, sweet. Better grenade launcher is a good thing. Alright. All that remains is war. But I should set my layout first. me just start with a nice balanced attack first. One of each, and I've got Boron's Link attack with May good to go, which will buff everyone's speed. Yeah, I think this works. Alright, let's fight the Tenaris again, question mark?
I'm finally here, Belnos. Missed me, didn't you?
A sleeping giant, terrifying in form, slumbered before the Tenaris. Jill snickered while casting a cruel glance at Hannah and Brits. Still unable to control their minds or bodies, neither were able to offer any response.
Looks like we finally made it. Guess I don't have any more use for you two, or that other eavesdropping brat. But I still can't move. Well, maybe I can think of one last use for you all.
Unhand them, Jill Backslide! Ooh, I'm not going in with full SP. That's not great. We are rapidly approaching the target objective, Tenaris. It will shortly be within combat range. The children tensed, sensing that this would be the final confrontation. Tenaris would flee no longer. The time had come to settle things once and for all. Okay, so even, like, looking at these realistically, being like, do you still plan on fighting us? Why are you doing this? He's gonna be like, I don't have to answer to furry punks like you. So let's just show him a little more backbone, like, hey, we've whooped you twice. Give us our friends back. The Tenaris responded to this challenge in turn by opening fire, raining bullets and artillery on the Tarascus. Well, so much for talking this out. Incoming transmission from the Tenaris, displaying feed via the monitors. No, not Hannah. Hannah! We gotta win to save her. Damn it! That leaves us no other choice. Hannah is trapped in the chamber and Brit's in the gun turret. Reduce the chamber HP to 0 to stop the Tenaris. Okay, his skill can delay. Okay, so I need machine guns to delay. Yeah, I think I just go full machine guns at first. Both to delay Brits and to strip some armor, and I can swap later. Ooh, Frenzy is going to be really good in this fight, because I'm going to constantly need a machine gunner, and I can just keep Hack active the whole fight. Five more turns. Let me do it just for raw damage. Safe Storm. Okay, now I can just strip away all the armor and then just go in with full damage spread. Well, except for Hack, I'll probably leave him on Frenzy. Alright, Vanilla and Boron. Delicious, Pierce. Yes, indeed. Ooh, I've also got the Furious Burst. You know what? It's the end of a chapter. I can go a little nuts. Hell yeah. Oh, that's so much damage. Hell yeah, Boron. Hannah, wait, don't you recognize us? It's not working. I need to think of something that'll bring her back to her senses. I know you're strong enough to beat this, Hannah. That one was easy.
I am... no!
That's it, Hannah. Error. Successful awakening. The soul cannon is temporarily disabled. Yeah. She's one of the party members that I didn't use super often in the first game, but every time I used her, she came in pretty damn handy. Okay, that punk Brits is back up, so... I really like having her on Furious Burst duty. I'll get May out. Keep firing! Frenzy! Damn it, Brits! Oh, okay, that's not that much delay, that's fine. Also, I'm gonna get her a better support than Kyle. How about just Malt buffing her attack? Yeah, because I'm leaving Hack out the full time. Yeah. Love them crits. The Daenerys' emergency protocols have been engaged. That sounds bad. Are they just swapping who's in the... Oh! Britz's gun turret has been replicated, allowing for 3 times the number of attacks. Sure, that sounds real. Is Britz being forced to control all the newly added gun turrets all at once? That's far too much a burden for any single one of us to bear alone.
That's terrible.
We need to deal damage to the Daenerys. The sooner we take it down, the sooner we set Brits free. Oh, okay. This one doesn't use skills, so I could ignore it, since my health is really good. Yeah, honestly, I've been dealing a lot of damage to the Soul Cannon. I think I just swap out the Boron here and just go full... Shell Festival. Shell Festival! Love it. I do want to keep up Furious Burst, so I'll burn an energy cell. Shell Fiesta! Exactly. You know what's up. Yeah, if I just leave one of those up, it's not a big deal. Keep firing. We rescue Hannah. Snap out of it, Hannah. I'm not getting through to her. What can I say that will get her to respond? We can't go on without you. You've still got a lot of work left to do. Maybe just her feeling needed? We can't go on without you.
I am... no!
That's it, Hannah. I'm getting all these right so far. I feel like it's probably going to be trickier once I get to, like, Brits. But Oh, at this point, the main gun can come back online. I don't care. I've basically got this battle in the bag. I'm not even gonna deal damage to that. Just full bore. Keep hitting with frenzy. Full offensive fury. Yeah, it really does. Like, I can't imagine how difficult this would be if you leapt right into the second game. Okay, we're taking a little damage here and there. Yeah, why not? Shell Festival. The Fiesta! That was still A rank? I feel like it took a lot of unnecessary damage there. Also, 22 turns is a C? Jesus. Oh, okay, it's the same as Kyle's upgrade. Mystic Veil. Yes, this was one of her better spells last game. I mean, it's not Peace Shield, but nothing is Peace Shield. Nothing is as overpowered as Peace Shield. Yeah, such technique for sure. The Tenaris appeared to be in a bad spot. Rather than give in, however, it put everything it had into a counterattack. The Tenaris still wants to put up a fight? What the hell is the plan here? Is it trying to destroy itself? Anyway, hurry up and teleport them over. Let's move in close.
Roger that. Now approaching teleportation range. Two individuals have been identified near the Soul Cannon Chamber.
Teleport them over right away.
Understood. Setting coordinates. Initiating teleportation.
The moment the teleportation was initiated, all the energy gathered by the Tarascus began to take on familiar shape. We got the boy. Where's the girl? Only Brits was teleported? What about Hannah?
Scanning now. There is no sign of interference.
It's not jamming our systems anymore?
A crew member has been identified in the Soul Cannon Chamber.
That must be Hannah. Quick, teleport her over.
Repeated use of the teleportation system will result in critical energy levels.
Once we've rescued Hannah, we won't need to fight anymore. Just do it.
Understood. Setting coordinates. Initiating teleportation.
Particles of light once more flooded out of the Tenaris. Wait, something's not right. Why isn't the Tenaris firing the soul cannon even though Hannah's in the chamber? Besides, that attack earlier didn't feel intentional. Shouldn't that other kid be in the Tenaris too? Who cares about that loser? All I care about is getting Hannah back safe. Oh, okay, I thought for a brief second we were gonna get the human kid teleported. That would be kind of a neat little twist, like, oh, well, now your teleportation's ruined. I'm just gonna leave. Smell you later, losers. The swell of fluorescent particles gathered at a single point within the Tarascus, taking the form of a person. All right, it's Hannah. We got it. Watch out. Huh?
Warning, I'm picking up intense heat signatures from the Tenaris. Due to low energy levels, I am unable to deploy shields.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'm just gonna wait for you chumps to do the same thing you've done twice before, and then I'm gonna hit you. Makes a lot of sense. At that very moment, a ray of sinister light pierced through the Tarascus. Game over, yeah? A loud explosion roared from the engine room as the attack found its mark. No! The fierce impact of the blast caused the gathered particles of light to flicker and dissipate before the children's eyes. Damn it, Hacks. Keep the transporter lock on her. Hannah. Damage control measures cannot be executed. All crew members should evacuate immediately. I repeat, all crew members evacuate immediately. Also, hey, right on time, the chat tracker has crashed. Big ups to the chat tracker. Yeah, this is bad. We need Hannah over here. Unsure of what had just happened, the children scrambled to get off the Tarascus with every ounce of strength left in them. They left the old people to die, though, as they should. Right? Well, then. With a blinding flash, the Tarascus exploded. What? Excuse? The debris smoldered into particles of light as it was flung far and wide over the surrounding area. It all happened too suddenly. Shaken by what had just transpired, the children stood stock still, in a silence that seemed to last an eternity. The Tarascus. How could this have... What happened to Hannah? The children glanced furtively around, hoping to catch sight of their friend, but Hannah was nowhere to be seen. I know. She must still be inside the Tenaris. The children darted for the motionless Tenaris as if their lives depended on it. Oh, are we all just gonna be brainwashed and working with the kid now? Yeah, this is a bad move, Malt. This is not a good move. All they found within was the jacket Hannah had been wearing. Hannah? You're kidding me, right? Is this some sort of sick joke?
No, it can't be true.
The teleportation failed. Could that beam of light have been... Where's Hannah, huh? Where'd she go? She should be right here. She's supposed to be with us. How could this happen? The war is supposed to be over. Why'd it have to come to this?
God damn it, why are you alive?
What in the blazes just happened? Inform me of the situation at once. It seems they were unable to save their friend. One of their ranks had perished.
What's that rumbling? Something's approaching from further in. I don't believe that Hannah is dead. I did the boss fight borderline flawlessly.
So something's shaking. It's coming at us from further inside.
Unless they just like, she always dies. That'd be a bold. Hey, what's up, you Evangelion-looking nightmare? Emerging from the darkness came the one who had fired the energy beam, a grotesque titan that defied all sense of reality. Oh hey, we can see your face.
What's this? Looks like the Tenaris managed to survive the blast. Guess you bunch of sad sacks made it too.
You!
Was trying to blast you out of hell. Looks like luck was on your side.
You're the one who did this?
Let's try this again, shall we? Think you can withstand another shot from the Belenos?
You're gonna pay.
What was that?
You're gonna pay! You're gonna pay! You're gonna pay! You're gonna pay! You're gonna pay for this! I'll make you pay! Ah! Yes, our edge powers are coming to the fore. As Jill redirected the mouth of Belenos' main cannon towards the Tenaris, the particles of light that had once been the Tarascus began to glow. Make him the human kid more Sonic? But I kind of already have a Sonic voice going for Hack. Besides, I kind of like him pointlessly sounding more edgy. Huh? What's going on? More shadow? Okay. Ooh, okay, I can try for that. The luminous particles flowed and gathered into the Tenaris as if being siphoned into a dazzling vacuum. The Tenaris was gradually enveloped in a veil of golden light so bright that its form became indiscernible. I gotta like remind myself what shadow sounds like.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Okay, yeah, I think I got it. How could you? How could you do this to Hannah? Hannah! Hannah! Monster, you're nothing but an overgrown bully! Hannah! You did this to Hannah! Give her back! Give Hannah back to us! No! No! What's happening? Why does my chest hurt?
Now what's happening? I require a report in full. I have no idea either.
It's interesting that Vanilla is not glowing. Is it just because the kids have been, like, exposed to all the weird tech on the Tenaris before?
What's happening to the Tenaris? Its shape. This doesn't look like just mere self-regeneration.
Ooh. As it slowly cast off the veil of light, the Tenaris was gradually revealed in all its new glory. Hell yeah, I love the look of that. It resembled both the Tarrascus and the original Tenaris, but had taken on a new form entirely. The Tenaris and the Tarrascus fusioned, giving birth to the Exo-Terranus.
Interesting. Looks like the Tenaris had a hidden ability I didn't know about. It can do more than just regenerate. It can evolve. But Belenos isn't working at full capacity just yet, and I'm not sure what other aces you've got up your sleeves. I think we'll bow out for now. Once Belenos is fully back in business, we'll be ready for another round of playtime.
With that, the Belenos slowly rolled away and out of sight, leaving the children to watch its exodus from within their giant tank. The children could only look on helplessly as the Belenos fled, stunned into silence and crestfallen by the loss they had endured. So are they gonna keep Hannah dead? Oh, and the achievement for finishing the chapter is her face. No, don't show me her like that. Come on, game. Damn. Right in the soul. Interesting. They teased a lot in the pre-release stuff that, like, the children turn towards a path of revenge. I guess this is the catalyst. Well, first of all, let me gather some info around town and do some shopping.
Look who it is, headed for Siamede next. It's a nice place with its Anjou Cathedral and tranquil forests. My friend in the Gasco forces tells me they're finding these insectoid machines all over. I hate bugs, centipedes most of all. Be careful out there, okay?
You kids are piloting that behemoth? I thought that was just a war tale. I used to be in the Burman army, but I left to set up shop here. Folks here took me in, and I appreciate that, but not everyone's so accepting. I get why, of course, but sometimes even the grocer will turn me away. Of course I'm going for the edge option, but, I like this one. It's a more realistic version of edge. Yeah, I like 2 as well. People tend to take time to forget grudges. I get exactly what you mean. I'll still hold out hope that someday everyone will get along.
Doc says I need to get more fiber, but before I know it, I'm back at the butcher's.
No, damn it, I don't have any carrots. We can take that meat off of your hands.
I suppose growing kids like you could make better use of it, yes.
Why do Malt's eyes look different in that shot? Why do Malt's eyes look different in that shot? Why the long face? Something got you down, lad. No, it's fine. I'm the eldest. I can keep it together. Well, if you say so. By the by, you wouldn't by chance be interested in a copy of the latest comic pages, would you? The comic pages do seem important, so I'm not gonna turn it away. Yeah, it seemed fitting. Because that's clearly what the state he's in. Thank you. My friends will be happy to read this, I think. You should give it a read yourself, my boy. It tears me up to see children look so sad. Do I look sad? I can't show it. I pray that your spirits lift soon, lad, if only a little. Thank you.
You were the kids who got the fort running again? Had some stuff I needed shipped off quick, and you really saved my hide. Here, let me show you a little gratitude. Meat.
Okay, now for shop. I have a discount here. So, the golden screws are shop items, of course. Ooh, I'm in the goddamn money. Okay, let's see. First, let me look at what I can buy. I can buy blueprints. Ooh, I can buy many things that I really need. I need to expand the garden and animal shed. I need 1 rough tool, 3 pine wood, 3 old lamp. Okay, we're good there. Garden, 1 more rough tools. Mess room. Oh, wait, no. Dormitory. Doi. Can I buy wool? Alas, no. Let's see. I need a couple rusty cartridges. Armor's probably the top priority. I only need 4 more iron scraps, too. That won't be hard to get. Reactor would be good. 5 more used batteries. That's not that big a gap to fill. I've been kind of thinking a lot. Sungwon Cho, aka ProZD, he is a voice actor who's around the internet a lot. He talked recently about how voice acting is not so much finding just the right voice for a character, but it's also making sure you get the emotion. And I think I've been a little focused, you know, I'm the first to own up, I'm not a pro voice actor. I'm just kind of memeing around here. But sometimes I focus too much on, like, having a funny little accent for the character, see? More than, like, the actual portraying the emotion. So, seeing what I can do there. I need 8 rusty breeches. Okay, now before I go to Buck Wild, I should check the other shops. Flame ammo. Burns are pretty good. Well, thank you. Smoke ammo is good, but 700 is a lot. What about the farm shop? I probably do want to get more seeds. And I don't want to spend all my money because I need some of it to spend on the airship. So... 4 armor rank decrease after 2 turns? Oh my god, this piercing bomb is incredible. Cluster bombs, though, those can go. And I think I'll just save the rest of my cash. Because, yeah, I got this nice deal at the material shop, but... I'd need a lot of rusty coils to upgrade the grenade launcher. Like, that'd be... Yeah, that'd be most of my money. I don't think so. I should also... The Adventures of Sucre, because this is important to the lore, somehow. Because last time they casually dropped off one of the biggest... Dropped, a secret, one of the biggest secrets about the setting. Just, like, no big deal. It was like, I'm sorry, what? The Chemin vers la Lune. Sucre and the others proceed with preparations for exploring the ruins. Meanwhile, elsewhere, deep in the Juno ruins. I've found it at last! The greatest treasure of all! The ancient energy source, Juno! It's all mine, Count Nobaloon will never even know! But this alone won't do. I still need to get the other up and running. Is that the Tadaris? What do you mean this is actual, like... What do you mean this is important? I'll let the game cook. But that's precisely why I gave those fools that intel. I'm sure they're headed here right this moment. To be continued. I cannot believe that it's lore important. What is happening? It is really adorable. It's a nice style.
The tank is all loaded up, ready to depart.
We continue.
All aboard!
Chapter 4, The Shadow of Trees. Whoa, we look amazing! Oh, that's his tank. Okay, never mind. Feet. Once again in control of the Belenos, Jill was en route to his next destination. Despite having achieved one of his goals, however, Jill's expression betrayed more consternation than elation. Damn it. Damn those annoying brats. Inside the Tenaris, a few hours earlier. Looks like we finally made it. Guess I don't have any more use for you two. Or that other eavesdropping brat. Well, maybe I can think of one last use for you all. Britz's freedom had been stolen by Jill once more. He found himself trapped in the soul cannon chamber, readied for conversion into pure energy. Stop this! Why are you doing such horribly cruel things to us? Cruelty is all I've ever known. I've always been subjected to it. Treated as nothing more than a weapon of war. They even took Mama away from me. Mama? The cherry on top was sealing me away in the Tyrannus. I was locked up in here, sleeping away the years for longer than you could imagine. Finally, I can make my own decisions, do what I want to do. I'm not about to let you brats ruin everything. You must have been treated horribly. Your heart must have been broken so many times. It's like you've forgotten you even have one. Yeah, it really is. It's just like, people were mean to me, therefore I'm going to destroy the world. I'm hoping there's more to him, but...
Shut up, shut up! You've got some nerve, you beast! I wish you all would just screw off. Everyone, I'm... What the hell would some feral creature understand? Don't talk like you know what I've been through. Pity me all you want, but don't stand there and pretend like you can so easily grasp the pain I've endured.
It would seem you've reacquired control of the Belenos.
You again. Yeah, but the auxiliary generators seem to be somewhere else. I'll need them to get the Belenos firing on all cylinders again.
I can provide you with the location of the generators. Gasco's undergone some major changes in the past year, let alone since your time. I'm sure you hardly recognize it.
I'd appreciate the intel, but what's in it for you?
I simply wish for the same revenge that you seek. Surely you can see that our interests are aligned.
Whatever you say. I'll take whatever help I can get.
A most pragmatic decision. Let me offer just one word of advice. Don't waste your time entertaining the fancies of those
Children. I make my own decisions. Me! That's why I woke up, to do whatever I want, however I see fit.
I'm 300% convinced that the mysterious voice is the guy who keeps handing us comic pages / the guy that Malt saw when he time traveled, which is why I gave him the same voice. Yeah, it really is. He's got so much angst. Where am I?
Brits, thank goodness.
Regaining consciousness, Brits awoke to find himself in a bedroom aboard the newly revived giant tank. The children had gathered around him, quietly watching as his senses gradually returned.
Well, it's a little hard to explain, but you're on the Tyrannus. How do you feel?
I'm alright, thanks. Wait, where's Hannah? If we're on the Tyrannus, then she must be here too, right? The children offered no response, but a stifled sob from within the silence was answer enough. No, it can't be.
Damn it! Hannah!
Kyle's cry broke the dam, causing the tears the children had been holding back to burst out all at once. They wept and wailed, mourning the passing of their friend. Bring her back! How awful. This can't be real.
No, Hannah! She was here. Now we'll never see her again. I don't believe it. It's not true. She was so happy. How could she be taken away now? I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
The air was thick with loss and grief. Malt quietly watched over his friends as they mourned before breaking the silence. Brits, tell me what happened on the Tyrannus. Everything you can remember. Every detail. Huh? Sure, I'll tell you what I can recall, but I mean, are you okay? Tell me. Okay. There was a kid none of us knew inside the Tyrannus, a boy. His name was Jill. Brits went on to tell Malt about Jill, the mysterious youth who had been sealed within the Tyrannus before the collapse of the old world. He explained that Jill was searching for something, that the Belenos was just one of the things he was searching for. So that's his name. Jill. Let's move out, everyone. We're going after the Belenos, after Jill, right away. Well, yeah, let's get him. We'll make it pay for what he did to Hannah. But I don't think I have any fight left in me. The children were torn. Some were determined to pursue Jill and avenge Hannah. Others were seemingly locked in a state of shock and grief. I get that some of you don't want to fight anymore, but I have to go on. I can't let Jill get away with what he's done. I'm going. There's nothing else I can do. Yeah, let's make him regret everything he's done.
You're right. I know you are.
Damn it! Hack survived. Reboot complete. Now retrieving all functionality data. Oh, it's Axe's voice.
How is Hax here? What? How did he not disappear with the Tarascus?
Looks like the core and some of the armaments from the Tarascus were transferred over. Allow me the pleasure of continuing to support you all.
It's rather strange hearing him say that. I'm kind of glad you didn't disappear, Hax. It's good to hear your voice again. Speaking of saying strange things...
There's no time to waste. Let's get a move on. We have to go after him. We have to hurry. He can't get away.
Malt?
Oh yeah! Britt's joining the crew! And he is the only one noticing Malt's impending nervous breakdown. Oh, we look fly as fuck too. But alas, as promising as that is, I think I need to start to wrap it up for today. I'll be back with this game next Wednesday. I might sneak in a stream on Sunday. I think that's a little bit up in the air. Definitely won't be... Yeah, tomorrow I said I might be able to do a Fuga 2 stream. I'm gonna have too much stuff to take care of, unfortunately. I still might go live. There's an outside chance, so... You know, watch this space. Watch my ping Discord. I'll let you know there. But otherwise, for me, it's just Shuffle Saturday on Saturday. And then Tuesday, I'll probably be finishing up Fire Emblem. And then Wednesday, back with more furry suffering and war crimes. Let me see if there's anyone we can raid. But thank you, everyone, for coming out. Spend a little bit of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time may be for you. Hope everyone's enjoying this game as much as I am. I'm gripped. It is hard to keep myself from playing this off stream. No lie. Oh god, this was so worth the wait. And also, of course, if you're watching the VODs after the fact, if you're here on Twitch or on YouTube, I see you. I appreciate you. I don't see anyone I know streaming who doesn't already have, like, boatloads of viewers, and we just get lost in the shuffle. So I think I'll just end it off here. Go forth, enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you again for joining me. My name is Vimbert. I'll see you around the internets.